This is an economic news summary. I am Patience Aliyu. President Muhammadu Buhari has reassured Nigerians of his administration's resolve to work hard to restore peace and socio-economic prosperity in the country. The president gave the reassurance when he hosted Nigerian artists and youth organizations to a breaking of fast at the presidential villa, Abuja. He said the Nigerian constitution had provided him the opportunity to work diligently towards uplifting the quality of life of all Nigerians, irrespective of their socio-political backgrounds. The federal government has unveiled the voluntary assets and income declaration scheme certificates for people who voluntarily declared their assets and income. The chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Babatunde Fowler, revealed this in Abuja at a VADES workshop for state tax boards. He said that the declaration certificates had been approved by the Minister of Finance and the Joint Tax Board. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachiku, has called for sustainability of the West African gas pipeline project to increase supply of gas to West African countries and boost power supply. Kachiku made the call in Abuja at the 17th meeting of Committee of Ministers of West African Gas Pipeline Authority, established by the Treaty on the West African Gas Pipeline Project. The project was signed by heads of states of the Republic of Benin, Ghana, Nigeria, and Togo. The Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission says the country lost about $21 billion in revenue in the last 20 years to non-review of production sharing contracts. Acting chairman of the commission, Shatima Abba Gana, commended the federal government on the approval given to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation to undertake a review of all production sharing contracts between it and its various partners to reflect current realities in the industry. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, has granted approval to 8 more companies to participate in the procurement process for meters. NEC's head of media unit, Mrs. Vivian Bonu, said the commission gave no objection consent to the successful 8 applicants in the procurement process by the Nigeria electricity supply industry. She said the 8 new additions brought to 30 the number of companies approved by the commission to participate in meter procurement and bid process with the electricity distribution companies of their choice. The Ministry of Mines and Steel Development says $652 million is estimated to reactivate equipment and machines at the Ajaokuta Steel Company Limited. The Minister of State, Alhaji Abubakar Buhari, said this shortly after he received the report of a technical audit from the sole administrator of the company, Sumaila Abdulakaba, in Abuja. The federal government had set up the technical audit to find out how much was required to complete the steel plant. Similarly, the sole administrator of Ajaokuta Steel Company Limited, Mr. Sumaila Abdulakaba, has urged the federal government to complete the construction and equipping of the company before putting it up for reconcession to raise its value. And Mr. Alex Oko, the Director General, Bureau of Public Enterprises, says about 550 billion naira was realized from the privatization of 142 assets of the federal government that had been privatized or commercialized. Oko, at a news conference in Abuja, said Nigeria had made $7.8 billion as foreign direct investments from privatization and commercialization of 53 enterprises in the past 18 years. For details of these and other stories, log on to our website, nan.ng.